So, guys, welcome back to Idea Productions. So, actually, today's video, ఈ వీడియోలో నేను ఒక్కనే నేను అసలు లైక్ ఐఎమ్ నాట్ గోయింగ్ టు హోస్ట్ దిస్ పాడ్కాస్ట్ అనమాట. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ అవర్ ఫస్ట్ పాడ్కాస్ట్ ఇన్ అవర్ యూట్యూబ్ ఛానల్. సో ఈ పాడ్కాస్ట్ అయితే మన ఫ్రెండ్ ఉన్నాడు మనీష్. సో మనీష్ అయితే ఇక్కడ మనని ఇంటర్వ్యూ చేసి విల్ టాక్ అబౌట్ సమ్ థింగ్స్ అబౌట్ ది పవర్ ఆఫ్ V2 అన్నమాట. యాక్చువల్లీ నేను నా పాత ఛానల్లో ఐ ఇంటర్వ్యూడ్ మెనీ పీపుల్. చాలా పాడ్కాస్ట్ చేశాను, కానీ నన్ను ఎవడు ఎప్పుడు ఇంటర్వ్యూ చేయలే. సో ఫస్ట్ మనీష్ అయితే చేస్తుండ అనమాట. సో టుడేస్ వీడియో ఇస్ గోయింగ్ టు బి లెంతీ. అలానే కొంచెం లెట్స్ టాక్ అబౌట్ ది పవర్ ఆఫ్ V2. అలానే ఇంకొన్ని విషయాలు మనీష్కి అయితే చాలా ఉన్నాయి అనుకుంటా మైండ్లో అడగడానికి. సో వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు టాక్ అబౌట్ ఇట్. అండ్ బై ది వే డిస్క్లైమర్ ఏంటంటే మనీష్కి తెలుగు రాదు. సో పాడ్కాస్ట్ కూడా ఇంగ్లీష్లో మాట్లాడితేనే దట్ ఫీల్ అనేది అలా వస్తుంది అనమాట. సో దిస్ పాడ్కాస్ట్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు బి ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఇన్ ఇంగ్లీష్లో మాట్లాడతాం అనమాట. సో ఇంట్రో ఒక్కటే తెలుగులో నేను చెప్తున్నా. సో ఇంకెందుకు లేట్, లెట్ స్టార్ట్ టుడేస్ వీడియో. హాయ్, హలో, నమస్తే, ఆదాబ్. దిస్ ఈజ్ ఏకే అండ్ వెల్కమ్ బ్యాక్ టు ఐడియా ప్రొడక్షన్స్. నా పేరు అశ్మిత్ కుమార్. ఇక్కడ ఫ్యాషన్ బ్లాగ్స్, లైఫ్ స్టైల్ బ్లాగ్స్, టిప్స్ అండ్ ట్రిక్స్, షార్ట్ ఫిల్మ్స్, వెబ్ సిరీస్ అండ్ ఇలాంటి పాడ్కాస్ట్ కూడా వస్తాయి అనమాట. సో ఇంకెందుకు లేట్, లెట్స్ రోల్ ది ఇంట్రో, లెట్స్ స్టార్ట్ ది పాడ్కాస్ట్.
Okay, first of all, Ashmit, very great intro. So my first question will be that Power of V2, it's releasing in 5 days. And what do you feel about it? Personally, I feel very excited because last time you have tried something really new. You tried something good with your editing. So how do you feel now?
Like, I feel excited, but as well as I'm tensed because this is something I'm doing that I haven't done before. Like, it's literally unique, and I'm doing something which nobody has touched that plot. Like, there is a main plot in it, and nobody has touched it. So I'm tensed, as well as tensed how the outcome will be and how the people will like it or not. But I'm pretty much confident that I'm doing something better. I'm working on something great, and you guys, audience will like it. So before any release, even that is a small video or small content video or like a big short film, I'll be very tensed. And especially for Power of V2, 6 months of hard work we did, and even now it's going on still. So I'm tensed as well as I'm excited about it.
Great answer, Ashmit. So my second question would be that do you think there are any improvements from the last short film to the sequel? Because I saw that in the glimpse video that you have posted, I saw that you have changed many locations. So are there any other improvements that you think it's better?
Yeah, first thing is locations. So till now, like from starting of my short film journey, I almost shooted in my home. But this time I took a great step. I guess it was really hard step to search locations near my locality, and near my locality to search locations and to execute my idea there. So it was first things was I changed my locations. I went outside and I shooted it, and it was actually hard because there were many people there, but hopeful like successfully we completed it. So first thing is I improved my locations, and second thing is I improved my writing skills. Like before in the Power of V1, there were only three characterizations. We'll go to like in Power of V1, there were only three characterizations. One is Shaurya, Surya, and Dev. That's it. No other characters. So this time, what I thought, like after seeing the Power of V1 before starting the Power of V2, I was like, what? Only three characterizations. Only with three characterizations, I made a 30 minutes short film. So I was like, okay, this time I need to introduce more characters. I need to work on characterizations. So the first part when I got the script completed, like a plot, the exact plot, once I got to know, I started working on the characterizations of each character. Like I worked on my characterization, Surya, and other team members, other characters. I worked on everybody's characterization. I wrote a character sketch of them, how they look, how they behave. So that I improved a lot. And the third thing is screenplay. I guess I improved my screenplay skills because from very long time my screenplay skills was not so good. Like everything was going on, but something was missing when I saw all other short films before starting The Power of V1. The Power of V2. So I was like, okay, let's improve screenplay skills. And I read some books about, like read some in websites. I read some monologues and everything about how to improve screenplay skills, and I saw some videos from great filmmakers. So then I started to improve my screenplay skills. So screenplay skills, I guess, in this short film, it's better than other short films. Actually, it's great than other short films which I have made. And like everything after these many short films, every short film will change our experience. Like seeing the old short film, okay, that was my experience. I need to do something else, and in this short film I did something else, and even in next short film, yeah, another experience. So everything is new experience, let it be bad or let it be good. So in every short film, from old to now, every short film something I have improved. And the most part I have improved, the hardest part I improved in this making Power of V2 was I improved my editing skills. Like my editing skills were okay, average, but now I guess something it changed. I improved my editing skills, and I started to look to the vfx side. I started to look, like in Power of V1 I made something vfx. I made it was a smaller one, but in Power of V2 it's like very large. And I started to improve. I worked on the VFX for only 4 months. For 4 months I worked on it, and still I'm working on VFX. So I guess I improved my VFX style. That's it, I guess.
Okay, so from this answer, that I understood that in Power of V2 we may expect some new characters, right? Some more
Yeah,
characters.
more
Are
characters.
the characters going to be interesting? Like, is it going to be fan favorite? Like some characters.
Like fan favorite means, like this is not a main lead character, main lead movie. It's not a main lead movie. Like you
Okay.
understand, like not a main lead
Yeah,
movie.
yeah,
It doesn't focus on only me. It actually focuses on the all the characters. So every character will come in a flow. Like he'll come
yeah.
in a
Okay.
flow, and he'll go. Like overly I didn't use those characters in a minimal way. So I guess fan favorites means, I guess there is a
Don't
character.
spoil the movie. Don't spoil the
Yeah,
movie.
yeah, yeah. There are two characters who will be like from beginning of the movie till the end. They'll be in the screen. So I guess they will be your fan favorites, I guess.
Okay. So now, can we expect that this short film would be your best project till now?
Till now, yeah, of course,
Till
best
now.
project.
So now in the next upcoming project, do you think that you will raise a little bit of money, like for production and etc., or do you think that you need some better equipments, or do you need some better resources by which you could make a better film than this?
So like I'm talking about my next project. I haven't decided anything because I'm just working on the V2 now. So I'm not thinking about the next project as soon, and even like,
Okay.
I don't have much time for starting a next project and doing it. So like I'm thinking like, okay, we'll do something project, but what I feel is we need to do something which, whatever we have the requirements, we need to make the best out of it. Like some great films were made with great budget, great, you know heavy large scale. But some great films were made just like a small budget. Like talking about Gami was made like with crowdfunding they started and they made it, and it was like Hollywood range movie Gami. And next, now talking recently, Manjumal Boys. So they made with the requirements whatever they were having. So what I think is, first you learn to make films with whatever requirements you have, and then you start to make a large scale films. And like now, like in before, I didn't spend any budget, like we made with our requirements. But talking about the power of v2, I got my new tripod for, especially for power of v2. And then traveling charges traveling charges, and as well as I'm thinking to spend some money for the promotional purpose, like in Instagram. Like I'm thinking to spend some money, and even I spend some money for the, like, VFX. I spent some money for VFX, a little amount of money. So whatever the requirements I have, I think I'm using them in a right way, and I'm making something great out of it. So I don't think I need to buy a camera. I need to buy this, that. I'm still, I'm still a beginner. I can proudly say I'm still a beginner. So there is more time for me to buy all the other requirements which are very huge and everything. So I think it's not, now I don't have any idea of starting my next project and other requirements or all. Now I'm only thinking about the power of V2.
So Ashmit, that was a great answer. So from this project, is there something that you would like to improve? For example, cinematography. Would you like to improve your cinematography, or is there anything else that you would like to improve in this project?
Like I after the, like, now shooting is completed. So how, means I didn't get your answer.
Like while filming or while finishing the project, did you think there were any flaws in this making? But was there anything like that?
I personally feel no, but I guess there were some flaws, like, you know, no, like acting, like talking about acting, we all are not, like our team or our team members are not, like big actors. They didn't did so many workshops. Even talking about me, so I think our main flaw, the biggest flaw, was like our dialogue delivery, I guess. But I feel like with the editing skills and with the background music or anything, I have rectified it. Now edit is going on. So after seeing it, like when I was shooting it, I thought like, okay, I guess the main flaw was the main flaw was dialogue delivery. But after seeing, now doing edit, and even some, there are some scenes where we dubbed it, where we actually used dubbing. So after seeing that, okay, it was okay, it is not a main flaw. I thought, I got to know it.
Dialogues were voiceover, or were they like the dialogues were told by the actors then and there while filming itself,
Actually,
or it was a voiceover?
the dialogues were told by an actors then and there. But there were some dialogues where, we could not make it properly near the filming. So here we actually tried to dub it, and we got it. Like
Don't you
basic,
think that the whole movie would be better if you just voice over the film? Like
the
the
whole,
dialogues would be clear, right?
yeah, talking about the whole movie, like in the purpose, like we actually shooted in forest, like some scenes I'm talking example, we shooted in forest. So there, when we are doing then and there, the natural, the natural voice, the natural sound effects of this voice, those trees and those birds will come. But if dubbing, and whole dubbing process is literally an hardest one. Whole shooting, like suppose the movie has come, the final edit has come like 40 minutes. So each and every actor, the dubbing process is very hard, because if you see actual dubbing process, there are many equipments where they use.
Yeah, even they use mimicry artists, right, for some
Yeah.
actors.
So it's like, it's very hard. I guess I'm not that much, I don't know about dubbing so much. I know basic how they do,
Okay.
but I still didn't got that knowledge about dubbing, so I didn't. do, I didn't forced it to do.
Mm. So
But
Ashmit, this is yeah, yeah.
yeah, but talking about the voice quality and dialogues, everything is perfect. You will hear each and every single dialogue clearly, and that's for sure.
Okay, Ashmit, like, don't you think making like some YouTube channels, they make videos that recreate some scenes from the movies? Don't you think you can do it? Like, it's a great way to practice your cinematography or whatever action scenes, because you just directly copy it from the movie. You could use it as a reference, right?
So, I actually wanted to talk about this topic, especially in this podcast when we planned it. So, like when I made the Power of V1, it actually released in March 2023. So, before that, in September, Brahmastra got released. So, but I was having an idea to make the Power of V1 from very long time. Like, I need to make a superhero film. I need to use some graphics and everything. From very long time, I was having that idea. But suddenly, Brahmastra came, and I inspired some scenes from that, from Brahmastra. Just a few scenes, not also scenes, just some shots, just a few shots. So I added those in the Power of V1. We shooted it and editing. I did it. VFX we used it, and I added. So many people liked it, but there were people who are like they were commenting, "Oh, arey, this fellow to made of same Brahmastra." So the thing is, people's filmmaking knowledge. Some people's filmmaking knowledge is literally, not at all. They don't have knowledge, filmmaking knowledge.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So they need to stop commenting like that. uh, Someone came, but some people, like after seeing Brahmastra and Power of V1, it was literally great because the budget was low, but it was nice. I got some reviews like that, I got
You
comments like
want
that.
understanding audience, right? Like that.
Yeah. So what I feel like in like doing something same, like references and everything, I think I didn't tried it till now because I didn't got that idea to make it. Means I
Will
was
you
having
make
a
it in the
thought.
future? But
I think I'll make it in a future. Everything is experimenting. Filmmaking is an art. In that art, we need to experiment everything by one project. So I think in future I may use it. I may make it.
this question may not be related to your project, but who is your inspiration in filmmaking, and how did they inspire you?
In filmmaking, like there are many people. Uh, like firstly, when I taught, like from small time, I want to be an actor. So that time, most probably, it was Allu Arjun. I was a very big fan of him. So I was like, I used to, yeah, just now you said, like doing same scenes, reference scenes like that. I used to do it at home without shooting it, same scenes. I used to dress up like him and I used to do it.
An act.
I enacted. So the main thing was Allu Arjun, and then many actors came like Nani, Vijay Devarkonda. Everyone now, whoever I watch every day, like without background, they'll come see some actors like Shiva Karthikeyan. They all are my
Yeah,
inspiration because they came from somewhere and they became uh, very big
a huge star.
actors,
Yeah.
huge stars with their talent. So they are my inspiration. But uh, talking about in directing films, in filmmaking, I guess my biggest inspiration is Rajmouli sir. He's like great inspiration.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So you see, like, instead of making VFX heavy action scenes, like for example Captain America, in that mostly they showed fighting hand to hand combat. So do you think you could make something like that? Because with a low budget you could make something like that which would look little better.
In Power of V2, we tried it. So
You
like
so you tried to make it a little bit not using VFX.
hand to hand, everything hand to hand.
Everything is hand to hand. But you see, last time you used VFX, so this time don't you think that it would be irrelevant while watching it?
No, actually, like when I used it, when I saw the power of V1, I actually thought, why I use so much of VFX in it? You know? I lost the reality, the realistic action sequences. I actually like natural action sequences, the realistic action sequences. But after watching the power of V1, I thought, yeah, I missed it. I missed it. So like yeah, there will be a chance because in part one it was every action sequence was done with VFX, but in part two it's hand to hand. So, but there is something unique. The change has come in part one and part two, and this time I mainly focused on a big VFX. I don't want to reveal here. It's like it's secret. I didn't reveal in any glimpse or any updates. I didn't reveal it, but I focused on a VFX. It come between 2 to 3 5 minutes, I guess. But that VFX till now, no one has did it in this short film. In short film industry, if we talk about short film industry, till now, no one has did it. No one. They didn't even try to do, especially in Telugu short films. So
Mhm.
the biggest thing for the power of V2 is that. So I felt like action sequences need to make real. We need to make realistically. So in this, every action sequence is very real.
Okay. So in future, will you try horror films too? Horror or comedy films, something like that?
Like I actually tried an horror web series, but it didn't work out. Like I was
Mhm.
not having that much experience to make an horror web series, but we made it, but it didn't work out. Like it's even
Even
in
comedy
YouTube.
films would require more experience, right? Because they are mostly based on script a lot. No.
Like talking about the comedy short films, like I'm not very good in humor.
Mm.
So I actually wanted to make those films like Premalu, like those films I want to make, but I don't have that much experience and my humor skills are really bad. So I'll work out about it in my in future.
Don't you think instead of making films like Power of V, you could make films that are more based on social conflicts? Like, for example, the voting system and everything. It's changing a lot, right? So, don't you think you could make something based on that, like
Like I
questioning against
started,
them?
yeah, I started making short films with one social problem. My first short film is about COVID, and my next short film I made about a social issue, like how directors will struggle. My second short film it was, and third short film was about issue suicides. So after making these three social issues, I thought I need to make something better. Not something better, something unique.
Something commercial,
Not
commercial type of
commercial,
film.
but I need to make something which no one have tried it.
Okay.
So I made Power of V1 and Power of V2. I guess I wanted to try something, that heart touching core point on a social problem, but still I have still I didn't got that much experience to do those type of films.
Okay. uh, uh, you can make some films that would attract teenagers, like, so there are many films, right? For example, many like web series in Netflix that Wednesday, I think so, there's some web series that attract teens. So can you make something like that in future?
Like even, this, the Power of V2 is will also attract teens.
Means like it should be relatable, not relatable to the teen's life or something like that.
Yeah, relatable to teens life.
Now, I'm
I
not
need to
saying
work
that
on.
Wednesday is totally relatable to a teen's life. I'm just saying that it should attract teens. Like should be little what we say. There should be some content that would be attracting us. You know.
Like if we want to make films which will attract teens about teens life, we need a huge cast. Especially cast is important, and I guess I have more time to do those type of films. So like the main reason why the Power of V1 and Power of V2 I made it as a short film, because this idea I got in this age now. But if okay, I got this idea, I'll hide this idea, after becoming a filmmaker, then I'll execute it into a big film. If I'll think about it, this idea will be old idea. Like if we see in that time, many films
Yeah, yeah.
will
In
come.
future, it might become old. Yeah.
It might become old. So if I should get experience and I need to show this idea to the audience, my main platform is YouTube. As an independent short film, I can upload it and I can show the people. So the main reason was this, to make Power of V1, and the Power of V2 is also the main reason. But nowadays what I think is, we need to learn about our histories. We need to start learning about our history, like Puranalu will say. We need to start learning.
Yeah, yeah.
Like nowadays movies are coming on that, like now Kalki is coming, Hanuman came. So like those films, we need to start learning about it. And I learned about God Shiva. One point, core point, no one touched it. So I'm going to, I wanted to do it badly, I wanted to do it. So we made it in short film. If I think okay, I'll make it in a big scale, large scale in future, that idea will might be become old. Many people can try it. Especially now our Indian film industry is growing. So
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
till the time, till the time we become young and we start making films, many ideas, other ideas will come. So I wanted to show it in
Okay.
platform YouTube. So talking about teenage, like making teenage films, I need a huge cast and huge experience. So I think I have time.
Ashwin, see, do you want to pursue a career in acting or directing?
Actually, both. I want to
Okay, okay.
pursue. Uh,
Yeah, so now if you want to pursue a career in acting, see, I have seen many ads in Instagram saying that we are hiring new actors, you know, newly actors. But I think so they do need a degree or some course. You know, did you do any course for acting, or will you do it in the future?
in future, I'll do it, but now it's my school age. So in future, of course, I'll do it.
Okay. So would you like to work in a big film like that if you get an opportunity?
Yeah, of course. There were days where when I went to auditions, like film auditions, I went two, three, four auditions. I went, but they were asking money to pay. If you pay so and so amount, we'll hire. So I
Okay.
was like, okay, this is not the time. This is not a right step. So I was back, and we have many, like we have many platforms in content creator platforms we have, especially in our Telugu side, Tamada Media, Infinitum Media, where they make huge, some content. They introduce some content creators, so I may look after that in future.
Okay. So now, are there any ways by which that you would like to promote? Like, how are you going to promote your movie now? Now, this
The power
podcast
of
is a
it.
promotion. I know that.
Yeah,
Uh,
like in social media, like I'm searching for memers who promote film, like who promote this type of films. So I'm thinking, I said I want to, I want to invest some money in promotion. So I'm
okay.
searching out, and like after the release, I guess like after the release or before the release, I'll take one step. And other
Okay.
thing is like
So,
other yeah other thing is like other social media accounts like yours, our friends. So like that, I'll promote it.
so how long did it take to shoot this project? And can you share any funny moments or any moments that would be interesting to sound?
So this was the only one project which I made very slowly, very like when I start making a project, I'll complete by 1 month or 1.5 month, and for 10 days for editing and release. That's it. Most probably in 2 months I'll complete it. But this project actually started in December, when my leg was hurt. So that time I started working on this project. From December, we in till December, January, 2 months, the script work was completed. In December, I guess in December first only I started about this project, and in January I completed I completed the script work, and then shooting started in February. Like we didn't shoot it continuously because schools we were having exams. So we didn't shoot it continuously, like gap, and now day before yesterday I guess shoot completed. So it took very long time, and funny things means whole shooting part is funny. Every scene, every scene, every day, whenever we shoot, it's fun. It's hard, but it's very fun. While delivering dialogues, suddenly we'll get laugh. So those kind funny things. And actually I want to share this. There is one boy who is acting in our movie. He's actually my friend's brother. So it's like he's big movie enthusiastic, very big movie enthusiastic. He's, I guess, his sixth or seventh class. So I gave him a character because my characterization and his body language was perfect. So I gave him a character. There was a big monologue. Monologue means, I guess, big dialogue. So we were discussing about the frames and everything, frame shot, how we need to shoot it. He took my script paper, he sat aside, and he was literally reading it. Uh, like when we read our question and answers, how we read it. He was literally reading it. And we were seeing on side, we were seeing from side. He read it, two, three, four, I guess 4 or 5 times. He revised it. He came and he said, "I'm ready for the shot." Like a sixth or seventh class fellow, that much he have, passion,
Dedication towards
dedication.
making the film.
Ah, and
Ashmit,
that
one
was,
more idea for promoting this project would be that you could upload behind the scenes and bloopers. It would also promote your film a lot.
yeah,
So, have you
actually,
filmed any behind the scenes?
behind the scenes, we filmed some, but I don't want to keep those because, everything I want this film to be, they they should expect something things, but not the actual plot. And I guess I'm sure no one will accept the actual plot because no one, many people don't know about it. So I don't want to keep those things and give. But I may upload bloppers. సో గైస్, దట్ వాజ్ ది పాడ్కాస్ట్ అనమాట. యాక్చువల్లీ తర్వాత పాట అంతా కొంచెం ల్యాగ్ వచ్చి అది కరెక్ట్ అవ్వలేదన్నమాట. సో ఉన్న పాట అంతా పెట్టా. సో దట్ వాజ్ ది పాడ్కాస్ట్, అండ్ ఇట్స్ 1 day టు గో ఫర్ ది పవర్ ఆఫ్ వి 2. రేపు రిలీజ్ ఉంది. సో ఐఎమ్ ప్రిటీ మచ్ ఎక్సైటెడ్ అబౌట్ ఇట్. అండ్ ఇంకా ఎడిటింగ్ వర్క్ అయితే నడుస్తుంది. ఐ డోంట్ నో వెన్ ఇట్ విల్ ఎండ్, బట్ అయిన టైంకి ఐ రిలీజ్ ఇట్. సో దట్ వాజ్ ఇట్ అబౌట్ ది పాడ్కాస్ట్. మీకు నచ్చుంటే, ఇన్ఫర్మేటివ్గా అనిపించుంటే లైక్ చేయండి అండ్ కామెంట్ డౌన్. కొంచెం లెంతీ వచ్చింది, బట్ ఎవ్రీ పార్ట్ ఈస్ వెరీ ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్ అనమాట. సో ఇఫ్ యూ లైక్ దిస్ పాడ్కాస్ట్, లైక్, షేర్, కమెంట్ అండ్ సబ్స్క్రైబ్ కూడా చేసేసుకోండి. అండ్ థ్యాంక్స్ మనీష్ ఫర్ యువర్ సపోర్ట్ అండ్ నీ టైం తీసుకొని యూ కేమ్ అండ్ you did this podcast and you supported me. So thank you so much and see you in the next one.